Hey guys, it's KR Collects again, and I'm gonna start. This is the start of a new series. It's called Retro Sundays. It's basically on Sundays. Every Sunday, I will try to go through get some retro packs to see the nostalgia of it, and get some players maybe, and seeing memories. Or we're gonna go through my binder updates that I have had in the previous things. As better way to start this off series. We know the World Cup is coming, so for the first thing, and this will be a mini series on this Retro Sundays, I will be doing the retro updates of the World Cup stickers collection. So in my collection, I have the 2010 World Cup South Africa, the one we'll be opening today. Then we have the World Cup in Brazil. Then the Russia, Qatar, and this one, the Korean one. As I know, guys, the big issue is I've started this series a bit too late because there is 3 Sundays until the World Cup, so I would technically have the chance for this one, but one of it, this might be a double, and it will be the first one that I'm going to do as a double, and then the rest of them will be single videos. I might even do some pack openings with the Russia or the Qatar one, because you can still get some Qatar stickers I've seen, and Russia, Brazil, and South Africa was quite hard to get. So, without further, let's get into the South Africa World Cup. About the World Cup itself, Spain won the World Cup. When this World Cup happened, I was 10 years old, so yeah. It was a good collection. As you can see, it's a very old album. It's 17 years. I've had this for 17 years now, this album. Country, South Africa, of course, host nation made it. North Korea infamously made it. But yeah, big moments, of course, the England, USA Rob Green goal. Well, USA goal against England. And then, of course, the Frank Lampard no goal against Germany. And then, of course, the Luis Suarez handball. That was quite controversial. But yeah, let's get into this album. Bear in mind, this is not completed. There are pages missing as well from it, so yeah. But yeah, this is... Sorry, guys. The official first page, which I did complete, which was quite nice. I didn't, actually. I've got a sticker missing here. These are the groups. And then, yeah, they did a picture of all the stadiums, which was quite cool. And then the logo was Zakumi. And yeah. And then this is South Africa. I think in this, I was actually collecting how many stickers I got. But yeah, big players in this collection is Tasibola, the one that scored the big goal, Steven Pienaar. And yeah, South Africa didn't have a good World Cup. Well, they did decent, they scored a goal. And yeah, that's it from South Africa. I'm trying to look for any more players. Then we head into Mexico, where we have the Mexican legend still. Oh, sorry, guys. Guillermo Ochoa in this team. Who else can I see of this team? That Chicharito, Carlos Vela. Yeah, can you tell, guys? Well, I was trying to complete the sets with different stickers. That is from the World Cup of 2014 to have them more complete. Then we have Uruguay, who made the semi-finals. Again, Musiala, the goalkeeper from Russia. Godin, amazing centre-back for Atletico Madrid. Martin Cáceres. And of course, the controversial Luis Suarez, where he did do the handball in the World Cup quarterfinal against Ghana. Very controversial what he did. Different opinions. I don't know. I still don't know. It's the World Cup on the line, and what he did, if he didn't do it, well, Uruguay would have been knocked out. But yeah, they could have seen. They have Edson Cavani as well. And Diego Forlan, Uruguay legend. Then this French team. This French team that had a lot of controversy going into it. They were not, and I think they got knocked out, and a lot of people got banned. Like Benzema, I know didn't play for a while, but as you can look, it's a young Lloris, Eric Abidal, Patrice Evra. Who else is in here? Franck Ribéry, Nicolas Anelka, very controversial. Thierry Henry, young Thierry Henry, and not young Thierry Henry. One of the near end of Thierry Henry, maybe prime. It was 2010. I think he was coming near his end career. And Karim the Dream Benzema before his Ballon d'Or. And now we get into Argentina, where we have Messi, of course, Anchor Messi. And yeah, we have Juan Sebastian Veron, he used to play for Man United, Mascherano, Christian Romero, Di Michaelis, a young Nicolas Otamendi. I didn't even realise he featured this. Zanetti, Cambiasso, Carlos Tevez, another controversial play. Diego Milito. I think he came either after he won the Champions League with this year with Inter or no. Higuain as well. Aguero. Yeah, this Argentina team was good. But I think they did lose to Germany again, so. But yeah. Then we have Nigeria. There's no Minika. I was trying to look for him. But yeah, from this Nigeria team, of course, Jonabel Mikel, Peter Odemwingie, and then yeah, no one that I know. I'm sorry, guys, but if you do want to pause and if you do recognize players, let me know if I'm missing some big players. Korea, that's Park Hee-sung, the one used to play for Man United. I don't think anyone else. I don't think so. This is too early for Sun, yeah. But yeah, it was a nice album. It was nice stickers. I remember collecting it. Now we have Greece. Yeah. Kyrgios, Tazvoros, Socrates. This was like the golden red generation. Karagounis, Samaras, Tifanis Gekas. This was like the golden generation of Greece. I didn't have that many stickers. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did from the Euros 2012 ones. I just wanted it to look more complete. But yeah, Greece recently won in 2004. They won the Euros. But so yeah, this was like near the end of that generation. Like 2012, I think was the last major tournament they made it. Then this is England team. Who yeah, they had Frank Lampard in here, David Beckham, John Terry, Rio Ferdinand, Ashley Cole, Steven Gerrard, Gareth Barry, Sean Wright Phillips, Jermaine Defoe, Rooney, Crouchy, Heskey. Yeah. But yeah, they had that controversial goal against Germany that Lampard scored but didn't score. Which yeah, that's why we got like goal line technology. And then we have USA, who will actually be hosting this year's World Cup. So yeah, we have Tim Howard here. Anyone else that I can think of? Josie Altidore, people might know. London Donovan, who I didn't collect, but yeah, USA legend. Clint Dempsey as well. Then we have Algeria, who are again making the World Cup. I think they played in 2014, but no, I'm not too sure. But yeah, this is the team of Algeria. I think the player was Rafik Djabir, the best player at this point. Or they had a guy from Blackpool. Bear in mind, Blackpool was in the Premier League, I think, this year, or just went up. Then we have Slovenia, with Samir Handanovic still. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to... So you can see, we have Samir Handanovic, Robert Corrin, who played for West Brom, but ex-Hull City player. And yeah, I think, yeah, they're making the World Cup. Who did they beat? They beat Slovenia. It shows who they had in the bottom. They had Slovakia, Slovenia, Czech Republic in this group. And Poland, who were bad at that point. And they beat Russia in the... So, yeah. I'd rather have Slovenia than Russia. Then we have Germany. Yeah. Germany team with having Schweinsteiger, Michael Ballack, Lukas Podolski, who you could actually see was born in Poland. Miroslav Klose, the top goal scorer of the World Cups ever. I remember this. Philip Lahm, Mario Gomez. Sorry, Ozil, Gomez, Lahm here. But yeah, this was a good team. I did think they would win it, but they lost to Spain, who we will get into later. Then we now have Australia with Mark Schwarzer, Tim Cahill in the team, and yeah, Australians, back at the World Cup. And as you can see now, I have half of Serbia's team missing and half of Netherlands' team missing. As I said, this is an old album, so yeah. I'm gutted that it was missing because, but I think it was doing quite good. I don't know what happened to the side. It's just gone. But yeah, sorry guys, I hope you didn't hear it wasn't too loud for you guys, but we have Ivanovic here, Kolarov here, amazing free kick, playing Man City. And then of course on this page we have Wesley Sneijder, Rafael van der Vaart, Aaron Robben, Robin van Persie, Dijk Kuyt. This team did make the finals. It was Netherlands versus Spain in the final where Spain won it with Iniesta's goal, so yeah. Next we have Denmark. Denmark seems with Dine Aguirre in it. And John Dahl Thomason. There was Nicholas Bender, but I didn't get his sticker, unfortunately. But yeah, I was looking for Christian Eriksen, but he's not in this one yet. But then we move into Japan, who I didn't do that well with. I don't know. I was trying to collect it, but like, but yeah, that was my Japan team. Then we move on to Cameroon with, of course, Samuel Leto, and Benito Osokoto. There was Alex Song, but I didn't get a sticker, but yeah. I would like to return to this collection, but time will see if there's available stickers. I know we have Italy. I was going to say this is their last World Cup stickers, but it's not. They made it to 2014. But yeah, this team literally won the World Cup the year before 2006, so the expectations were high. Their group is Paraguay, New Zealand, Slovakia. I'm pretty sure they got grouped. Like look at the team. Buffon, Cannavaro, then you have Chiellini, Zambrotta, Daniele De Rossi, Gennaro Gattuso, Pirlo, young Marchisio, Antonio Di Natale. Yeah. How did this team not make it out? And what's happened to Italy, guys? What has happened to Italy? Italia, as they call it here. Yeah, they've been very disappointing. But now we have Paraguay, who again are playing this year. They go Raquel Santa Cruz, Oscar Cardozo from Benfica, and that's about it really from this team. But yeah. Now, then we have New Zealand. This was the team I was so close to completing, and I was missing one sticker. I don't know what that sticker looks like, but yeah, there's no complete team in this, but it was so close. Oh, I was literally like, every time I was getting a New Zealand sticker, I was like, is that it? That it? But it wasn't. But yeah, they got Ryan Nelson, played for Blackburn at the time. Chris Wood, young Chris Wood. And yeah, if anyone's got that sticker and want to give it to me, please message me. I will try to get the sticker. Then we have Slovakia against a team who I did quite terrible with. Like Merton Skirtle's missing. We have two from the France one. Yeah, I was trying to complete this. Can you tell? Robert Vitek that I didn't have. But yeah, team I didn't do that well. Then we have Brazil. The mighty Brazil with Julio Cesar, Dani Alves, Maicon, Gilberto Silva, and all Gilbert, Kaká, Ronaldinho. I was so happy I got this sticker. Actually, I got a funny story about this sticker. It was one of my best friend's birthdays at the time. And as a birthday present, my dad bought me 10 packs of stickers. He bought me 10 packs of stickers and my friend to give him 10 packs of stickers. And he was like, you can choose the packs. And I literally chose Ronaldinho. So I almost gave this pack to my friend, but I didn't. So I was like very happy. When I saw this, I was like, yes, because I opened that pack just before going to his house as well, like to give them presents, and we were opening. He did get some good players as well, which I needed actually, which I was annoyed about. But I was happy I got Ronaldinho though, so I can't complain. But yeah, Robinho, Adriano. Unfortunately, his career did not go so well. And then we have North Korea. Yeah, North Korea made the World Cup. They almost actually made it this World Cup, to my understanding. But they were close. But yeah, unfortunately, they didn't. But yeah, North Korea, they can't leave any countries. So, would they have had fans watching the game? But yeah, this is North Korea. The first and only time making the World Cup. Then we have Cote d'Ivoire or Ivory Coast with, of course, of legends of African football with Drogba, Gervinho, massive forehead, Yaya Toure, Kolo Toure, Emmanuel Eboué. Yeah, this was a good Ivory Coast team. Solomon Kalou as well. But they literally got given a group of Portugal, Brazil, and yeah. So, of course, unfortunately, they couldn't make it out of the group. But yeah, crazy. And then we have Portugal. Actually, technically, this is a completed team, guys. Unofficially, this is a completed team because I didn't get Ronaldo, which I'm gutted about, which I was like excited, and Joe Moutinho. But I found the other stickers and I stuck them in. So technically, it's a completed team. But yeah, this Portugal team, again, Boswinga, Paulo Ferreira, Bruno Alves, Ricardo Carvalho, Romuledes, Moutinho, Deco, Nani, Simão, Ronaldo. Oh, Almeida as well, sorry. I had 3 stickers missing. Yeah. Good team from Portugal. I don't think they did good, though. Yeah, Portugal went for a stage where they didn't do well in the World Cups. And this was one of them, so yeah. And then Spain, the team that won it. I didn't actually get that many stickers again, which I was very gutted about. Because, yeah, they won it. I didn't get Casillas. Oh, my goodness. I technically didn't get Piqué up. Fabregas, oh, my goodness. What is this? This is one of the Champions League stickers. If you guys know the season, I'll be impressed from you. But, yeah. And Iniesta. But there's a David Silva. This was go-to Spanish team like Marcos Senna, Xavi Fernandez, Xabi Alonso, David Villa, young Fernando Torres, Busquets. Yeah, this team was good. I remember they lost the first game to Chile again. To Chile as well. Actually, I won some stickers because of this. Because when Spain played Germany in the semi-finals with my sister's boyfriend at the time, who is her husband now, so yeah, if you're watching, hi, I don't think you are. We had a bet that I said Spain would win, and he would buy me sticker packs, and if Germany won, I would have washed his car. Spain won, of course, and I was very happy about this. But yeah, this was the team. Then we have Switzerland. Yeah, Switzerland's always been decent. They always made the World Cup, but they've not done much. This time they had like Steven Lechsteiner, who ended up playing for Arsenal, I think. Philip Senderos, Barimi. I think he played for Leicester. I think he ended up playing for Leicester. Eze Doucouré, Alexander Fry, and yeah, Inler. Inler definitely played for that Leicester team. And yeah, they've always been a good team, Switzerland. I've rated them. And yeah. And then we have Honduras. Yeah, team. They had some players. Wilson Palacio was the player that I was thinking of. Used to play for Spurs. And yeah, Mayno Figueroa used to play for Hull City. But yeah, anyone else that I can think of? Not really. A lot of them played in the Honduras League, I believe. I think that's why. If you look at this and it says nothing, I think that means they played for the national team in the League of the Nationals. So a lot of them were. But yeah, they did decent to make the World Cup, so didn't expect well. And then we have Chile. A team that I thought would do quite good, but again, not been doing that well recently. They had Claudio Bravo, Arturo Vidal, Alexis Sanchez. And yeah, I mean, they did end up winning Copa America against Messi, which sent Messi into retirement, but he came back. And then yeah, this is the end. This is like you could have done for the groups. I don't know what I did here. I think me and my friend might have played football and we just wrote them in. But then for some reason I've got Latvia here. I was from Latvia at the time, so I think, and then just be like, yeah, Latvia. But yeah, this is, and then, and then yeah, this is the end of it. This is how you could got the album. I think you could have got them in most countries free of charge as you can this year. But yeah, that is my World Cup 2010 album. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you collected it. Let me know which stickers you were like, oh damn, that's crazy. But yeah, if you did enjoy it, please leave a like. Subscribe for more, and I'll see you next Sunday for this album, guys. Ciao, ciao for now.